Hey everyone, it's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great evening this evening. Hope you're enjoying your night. It's Wednesday evening, it's cold, it's snowy, it's winter, it's blah blah blah. It's one day closer to spring. Yay. Right in the middle of December, so what else can we expect from this type of weather? Before I get into the show, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Thank you to all that have liked and subscribed so far. I greatly appreciate it. So this is going to be another Spotify list from a band that I know of, heard some of their songs on classic radio or whatever. But the only one I have from them is the Greatest Hits album. Wasn't a huge fan, not a huge fan of some of the band members, but I thought, what the heck, I want my listeners to enjoy this show. I want to be versatile in my musical style, and so I've chosen a band that I'm trying to become familiar with and to try to add to my collection. The band is Kiss. So what I did off the Spotify list is I chose 30 tracks. I listened to every one of them. I narrowed it down to about 13 tracks, got rid of some tracks that were so repetitive and so lyrically not very good. But I think I've chosen 13 pretty darn good songs from this band, and it's also given me a better look into the band. And actually, I think I'm going to pick up at least their first 4 albums. I think out of these tracks, they're the better of the albums, mainly because of the original band members, the songs, the lyrics, how tight the tracks are, and so I'll probably be picking up the debut album Kiss, Love Gun, Destroyer, and Dress to Kill. That's going to be a good start to this band, and then as I progress, maybe I'll pick up more stuff. But as I said, never a big fan, but I'm slowly converting, maybe, or giving it a try anyway. So we'll start off with a great classic hit from these guys. This is Detroit Rock City, featured on their 1976 album Destroyer. I can't play too much of the song, unfortunately. One of the most popular and classic rock songs. It's known for great flamenco style guitar solo about 3 minutes into it, and also a great duet solo by Paul Stanley and Ace Frehley. Next one on the list is I've Had Enough, Into the Fire, from the album Animalize. Bit of a harder rockin' song. This one was released in 1984. It's got catchy guitar riffs. It featured Mark St. John on solo guitar, but unfortunately he didn't last too long in the band. He was diagnosed with writer's syndrome. Not writers as writers, Reiters. It's a disease. So unfortunately he was forced to leave the band. Number 3 on the list is I'm Alive, from the album Asylum. Mark St. James was replaced by Bruce Kulick, and he was a great fit to the band. He could play, he could sing, he could write songs. This song I'm Alive is kind of a speed metal song, quite different from the rest of the albums and most of their songs in their discography. But great playing by Bruce Kulick. Next one on the list is King of Hearts, off the album Hot in the Saddle. This one was released in 1989. Great drumming by Eric Carr. Kind of a Bon Jovi style song as well. I wish I could play more of these songs. Unfortunately, I can't. So I'm just playing little snippets of it just to give you an idea what the song sounds like. But I, again, will be putting my Spotify playlist link down below to let you guys listen to these songs. Next one on the list is Rise to It, released in 1990 off the album Hot in the Saddle. Basically about the life of a singer, an unknown musician who claims he will rise to it. Starts off with a great slide guitar before kicking into a typical Kiss rock song. Great riff on that one. Next one on the list, number 6, is Hell or High Water, off the album Crazy Nights. It was released in 1987. It's a Gene Simmons track. Not his typical growly voice. It actually sounds pretty good. And of course, great solos by Bruce Kellig as well. Next one on the list, number 7, a great classic by the band, Lick It Up. Title track off the album released in 1983. Paul Stanley singing on this one. Considered the band's best non-makeup album and the first album to achieve gold status. Great song, Lick It Up. Much Music standard as well, very popular on Much Music. Next one on the album is another title track called Love Gun. This one was released in 1977. Great riffs, kind of silly lyrics about Love Gun in quotations. It was also the last album that the drummer Peter Criss played on the whole album. Number 9 on the list is another classic, a concert staple, Shout It Out Loud, from the album Destroyer. Very commercially successful song, as released in 1976. It's a classic sing-along song by the band. It's a Gene Simmons hit, stadium favorite, and it also features all four members singing on the album. On the song itself. Next one is Black Diamond from the debut album. It's a huge concert closer and a pretty good song as well. But the end is it's hard to describe the end. It just goes on and on and on and on, rather than most ends fading. As I said, most songs fade out. This one just continues to go on and gets slower and slower and slower and slower. Take away the ending, it's a fantastic song, but the ending just kind of ruins it for the song. But good heavy riffs just the same. Number 11, another classic stadium song, Rock and Roll All Night, from the album Dressed to Kill. This one was released in 1975. Another concert anthem, as I said, sung pretty well by Gene Simmons. Kind of commercial compared to the other songs off the album, but a classic song just the same. Classic rock radio hits and everything else. Next one is a pretty good song called Strutter, again off the debut album. This one was released in 1974 again. Upbeat song, great riffs, great solos throughout. Simplistic in its lyrics, but catchy as well. So great song. And finally, the last song on the album, on this list. The next song on this list and the last song on the playlist is 100,000 Years, again off the debut album Kiss. Starts off with a great bass riff by Gene Simmons. And then leads into probably the heaviest song off the album. Good guitar riffs, great solos, great drumming by Peter Criss. Classic song all along. So that's my 13 song playlist by the band Kiss. I'll put a link below to share with you guys. I'm more than welcome to share any list that I have with you guys. I hope you enjoy. As I said, I do prefer the earlier Kiss albums, but there's some great tracks off the later albums as well. But I think I'll start filling my collection with the first 4 albums. Their debut album Kiss, Love Gun, Destroyer, and Dress to Kill. I think that's a good start to the band, and a good start for anyone to get into Kiss as well. But look for my link below. Thank you to all that have watched. I greatly appreciate it. Please hit the like and subscribe button below. And thank you again. Have yourself a wonderful evening and enjoy. Stay warm. Bye now.